Hi, this is Viridian of ViridianGames.com. It's been a while since I've updated anything here on my channel, and just a couple of videos back, I did a video where I was just devastated. I was really upset. I was sad. Um, one of the reasons I'm making this video is because I don't want people to think that I've given up. I haven't. While I'm no longer in professional game development, I'm still doing indie stuff on the sides, and in fact, I've actually published a game since I was laid off from Stardock. It's just a little retro RPG. It's called Naria. I'm going to, do some self-promotion and put a link where you can, buy it. Where's my finger? There it is. And I think this might be the right direction for me. Game development may not have been my thing ever, because frankly, I don't feel like I'm a good enough programmer to do it professionally. I currently have a job programming, at another company, and they really like me. But needless to say, it's not nearly as taxing as game development was. I think in the end, my failures are probably more my own than anyone else's. So, the indie RPG route, or the indie game route, I should say, is probably, since I can't stop making games, I swear it's a sickness. I guess the indie route is the way to go for me. And I actually have 3 games right now in the pipe. The first one is the final version of Planitia, which is my populace and powermonger inspired god game, where you take care of your villagers, get mana as they grow, and then use that mana to wreak havoc upon the unbelievers. Yes. The second game is basically Inaria 2, although I don't know if I'll still be setting it in the Inaria universe. I've got this idea for a city-based RPG, and I'd like it to be 3D. Perhaps retro-inspired, but, with a real 3D engine so that you can, pan and rotate and zoom and things like that. And the third is Star Kittens, which I really need to make, because I think it could be the one that really makes me. Basically, it's going to be Dungeon Keeper, but instead of in a dungeon, it's going to be in space. Actually, it's going to be either on a planet or in a space station, and instead of monsters, you have kittens. And as you build your star base and mine out the minerals on the planet, the kittens come out of the cryogenic stasis where they're sleeping, and they won't come out until you've got a place for them to live and something for them to do. And then they'll walk around doing their thing, but you'll have to be careful and be ready to ward off the chaos dogs who chase the star kittens across the galaxy, trying to prevent them from finding a new homeworld. Basically, I'm making this one for my 6-year-old daughter. Basically, I'm making this for 6-year-old girls everywhere. Nothing would please me more than to hear 6-year-old girls say things like faster than light travel, cryogenic suspension, and astrophysics and things like that. So that's me. I've got a new day job. I've had it for a while, almost a year now. I'm going to be updating much more often now, because I'm really going to start bearing down on my next game. I don't know which of the three it's going to be. And here's why. Before I do that, I'm going to learn Unity. Unity has just become incredibly popular, and there's absolutely no doubt about why. When I first saw Unity, I saw a friend of mine using it to make a prototype, and it looked great. The only problem was, A, it was only on the Mac, B, it was completely web-based, and C, it was $100. Now it's on Mac and PC. You can make standalone apps with it, and it's free. And yes, you can make commercial apps for sale with the free version. That's kind of sort of crazy, but hey, I'll take advantage of it. Unity, I think, all three of my games have something in common. You're all going to be they're all going to have you looking down onto, a little world and interacting with it in some way. And I think Unity 3D will be a good way to get a prototype of something like that out very quickly. And because they all, share this motif, I'll be able to do some code reuse, and hopefully be able to get out the games soon-ish. So I'm going to keep updating. I'm getting back into... I got kind of burnt out after an Aria, because I was working full-time and then coming home and working almost full-time on an Aria. While the game's got a lot of good subsystems, a lot of people have said that, it could use so much more, and I'd like to give that to them. Still, if you'd like to help me out, want to try out a little, indie retro RPG, it's only $5. So that's me. I'm fine, thank you. Everybody who commented on my previous video, I'm okay. Everything's gonna be okay, really. I'm gonna do this indie thing as much as I can. Maybe I'll go full time. Who knows? But again, I can't stop. My SVN repository just keeps growing and growing with new projects. Most of them unfinished, but that's the way we are. So that's me. I'm okay. I'm making indie games now. I'll be uploading more updates to this channel as I continue. And hopefully I'll have something cool for you guys to see and play very soon. This is Viridian, signing off.